right, everybody, welcome. We've got Very Social with us today, Ryan and Daria. What's up?
Hey, Tristan.
Thanks for joining us. Today we're going to be talking about how to promote your listings and connect with buyers on social. But first, I wanted to make an announcement, and I'm not sure that Ryan wanted me to showcase it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Ryan just switched over from, I don't know where you were at, but now I know where you're at, Ryan.
It doesn't matter where I was at before. I was there for a long time, 7 years at my last brokerage, but I'm excited to move my team to Compass, which was not an easy process, by the way. For any agents looking to move to another brokerage, it's a lot of work. I had 25 listings that I had to move over, a lot of lengthy conversation with sellers. But I'm super excited to be part of the Compass family. They made the transition as complicated as it was. They really made it easy. And the systems that they have in place, like the technology, is like everything that everybody says about it. It's literally like the Amazon for the real estate industry. So I'm super excited. Obviously, I had Very Social. You know, we strategized on how we wanted to do our the big announcement. And so if you see, we actually did it in 9 different posts. So I took a picture of the team at in Hudson Yards. They had this observation deck on like the 110th floor. And so what we did was we broke down the picture into 9 different posts. And in each post, I put reasons why I made the move and like how, you know, real estate has just been a passion of mine, and like how I kind of gotten to the point to where I am, you know, how I started Very Social with Daria, because I was an agent and she was my strategist. And, you know, I saw an opportunity in the real estate market that I thought that agents need help on social media. You know, we're too busy. We have 100 other jobs, especially in this crazy market right now, to really sit down and focus and produce really good, engaging, beautiful content is not easy. So Daria and I started this agency, and, you know, now I'm at Compass, and, you know, Very Social is stronger than ever.
I love it, guys. Well, let's get right into it. Daria, you're in Venice, California today. I love that. Ryan, you're still in New York.
Yep.
West Side wins today because I'm in Malibu. So,
Nice.
And Tessa is also, who's in the background. She's out here as well, and so is Jake. So we outnumber you, Ryan. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe
West
next show
Coast,
I'll come on the West Coast.
Well, let's get started. I know you guys have a great presentation for us at Very Social. Daria, take it away.
Yeah, so today we'd like to talk to you guys about how to promote and advertise your new listings on Instagram in particular. So we prepared some really nice examples and tips for you. So let's get started. Ryan, this is your favorite slide, I know.
So, you know, I'm all about promoting my listings on social media. It's kind of like mailing, you know, a neighborhood or a building, because, you know, other sellers see that, other buyers see it. And so whenever I have a new listing, I always write really good copy that's like engaging and exciting. And I kind of go with like the top 5 reasons why this home is a winner. And I'll like usually always list the top 5 reasons. And I always like to have like emojis, you know, like views, and I have a little sunshine, or home office, and I'll put like a little computer. You know, I just, those little details make a big difference. And then, you know, taking really good pictures, having I always mess up, not a collage. What do they call it? What's the multiple pictures, Daria?
Gallery.
No, on Instagram, when you have different pictures.
Yeah, like the gallery.
The gallery. Oh, see, she does the social. I kind of just come up with the ideas and I sell listings. But, you know, having the gallery of different pictures that really like showcase the property, and then just writing really good copy.
Yeah, and it's also just to pay attention to this post, like Ryan here, who did top 5 reasons why this listing is a is a winner. When you have points you show like showcasing in your post, make sure you like break the lines so you don't really put like a chunk of big text all together because it just looks so overwhelming. Make sure you break it down nicely and have like numbers or emojis. And there are also a bunch of apps and also websites called like Break the Line and stuff like that, where you can plug in your text and then it will break it down for you. So just copy paste it and plug it into your caption on Instagram, because unfortunately Instagram right now doesn't have that option where you can create that spacing.
And that's really important because when people are reading it, they just don't want to read a whole paragraph. So like having that spacing is super important. You could tell who the technical one is in this relationship.
Yeah, here you can see this is a story example showcasing listing in New York City, and we just do different types of designs. And here you can see some really nice samples of that, showcasing all of the nice features, the text simple, address in bold. Like people don't have big attention span to read long, lengthy text, especially when it comes to stories. So if you keep it as concise as possible, that's great. So you can see second slide here, and you can see how little pieces of information is nicely spread out on different slides. And we love like the price, of course, towards the end, so people keep on going and then they see the price. We don't advise, if you do like a story about your new listing, make sure it's at least 2 frames in the story, because if you like 1 frame in the story, it's just not engaging, and you don't want to put all of your information on 1 slide. So do at least 2. Here you can see this is an in-feed post for one of our clients. We designed it based on her branding, and you can see we really try to like customize each post as much as possible to one's brand. So you can see Chelsea's logo, her name, and like the branding is really similar to her website as well.
One thing and this is really important, like with Instagram, it's all about brand building. Like there are billions of people on Instagram. People are watching, you know, you have your followers, you have your clients, your colleagues, your friends. So, you know, you want everything to be in sync. But when I'm pitching for a listing, like I'm talking about social media, and you know, when you have really high-end, you know, graphics and design work and your logos and it all just syncs, you know, I think I read an article like 60% of the millennials are the largest market right now in the world for buying homes, and they get social media. So this should be part of your pitch presentation. And when you can come in and have, you know, branded graphics like this, it'll help you get the listing.
It's also a really fast way for your followers to just see what you have right now, what you're selling or renting, instead of going to a website and like going through these multiple stages. Again, people don't have enough time or attention span. It's just so short. So if you put it in a concise way on your Instagram, that's the way to go. Another thing that we really like to pay attention when we promote one's new listings is interior design and detail shots, because lots of people really care about that and want to see the finishings. They want to see the light. They want to see how the furniture that they may bring on might look like. So we think that zoomed in detail shots are as crucial as showcasing the full space.
There's a question. Daria, I have a question for you from the audience here.
Mm-hmm.
Alexander's asking, how are you creating these nice stories? Are you using templates or Canva? How are you creating these?
We use both. So we have amazing graphic designers on our team, and they work with Canva, they work with Photoshop. It's a mix, but for sure at the beginning when we onboard the client, we create like a nice template based on your taste and on your branding, and we kind of follow similar template as we go. But we design it, we'll customize it for you, for each client individually.
All right, awesome. Thank you. And I'll be interrupting you with questions. So
yeah, of course, please. Yeah. But yes, and also like it's really nice to like whenever you like showcase the interior design or staging of the new listing, like if it was featured anywhere, to tag the interior designers, the people who staged it. If it was featured in a magazine, this way you will get more views and reach, and also these pages can repost you, and your listing can go viral. So you will get more eyes on your new listing. So tag away whoever is part of this listing, creating this amazing interior design work, just tag them.
And also,
Daria?
these pictures are, they're not your normal listing pictures. Like they're close-ups. They're very artistic, and it just shows that it's more than just like the basic like kitchen and bath. Like pieces of furniture make the home too.
Yeah. So another important part of promoting your new listing is showcasing the community that the listing is part of and where you work. So making posts about the neighborhood, what makes it so great, about restaurants, about weather, about hikes, you name it. Here you can see we have an example of this listing in West Hills in Los Angeles, and we did like a nice summary of this property, and of course we branded it towards the client who is located in Los Angeles.
I love that.
Wait, we might say also the client is a LabCoatAgents.
Yeah.
So a referral from you guys. Thank you, Tristan.
Nice. That's my neck of the woods. I love it.
Yeah, these guys came from I think our last webinar.
Nice. All right, question on this. Do you guys also do 360-degree photos or no?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
It's Photoshop. It's not that hard. Yeah.
All right, cool.
But yeah, it's really important.
This will look nice like that.
Yeah, but again, it's really nice to showcase the schools that are around, like everything that can sell the property. Talk about it basically. And also, if you'll notice, at the end of this caption, there is a call to action, or there's a question saying, what do you look for when looking at the neighborhood? So this way you can get the conversation going, and people who are responding, you can follow up with them, and they could be your potential buyers. So whenever we do like a story or post, we try to have call to action or have a question. This is number one conversation starter for us, we feel like. So questions are so important. Your followers want to be part of the conversation.
All right, question for you. Actually, two different questions if you want to remain on this one.
Yeah.
Mark has a great question. He says, can you speak for a moment on the low contrast in the first photo on the left? And the words, they're kind of white and they blend in a little bit. Any reasoning behind that?
Yeah, so basically, I know what he's trying to say. He's probably trying to say that it's not that obvious. Sometimes when we have these stories, they like click play and then they appear with like a white background. This one is not moving, but the previous ones that we showed you, when you could click play, they're gonna like come on the white background. But again, the final say of each product is of our customer, so nothing basically goes out until the client approves. So, and they have different tastes, and we of course can suggest our recommendations, but if they like that, we go with it. But I know what you're saying. Yes, for sure. Like there's a way to make it visible, and usually we have white boxes or like transparent boxes to make it more clear.
Perfect. And look, if you have preferences, they'll go with whatever you want. They'll give you their suggestions. You can do whatever you want. So
we have so many examples coming up right now, like a lot of them.
Sorry, why don't we talk a little bit about our packages and what we do?
Yeah, so basically, before we like proceed to the different examples, I can show you, give me a second. I can show you our packages. So basically you can see that we have 3 different packages. Get seen, package A, package B, get known.
We're not seeing it yet. Sorry.
You're not seeing it?
nope.
No.
I'm probably not the best at the screen sharing. Can you see it now? No?
No. We're seeing the screen that you got showcasing. Oh, now we see you.
Let me do it. I think I know. How about now?
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, so basically you can see this package A, package B, and package C, and you can see like the details, how they differentiate. So we start from 1K to 2K. So the first package has 12 in-feed posts and 12 stories. The second one has 16 in-feed posts and 16 stories. And the third one has 20 in-feed posts and 20 stories per month. So the reason why we do per month and not per week is because we feel like every week is different, and one week can be busy, another week can be not at all busy. So we give a chance for our clients to say, okay, I want like 4 posts this week and I want only 2 next week. This way you can really play around based on your schedule and your sales goals. But yeah, basically you can see that we have manual follower strategy. We have dedicated people who actually manually grow your following and help you to attract your target audience. So you can see the amount of hours each package per week has. So yeah, this is basically our package. And we also have $500 onboarding fee, which includes audit and like data transfer, and for us to really get to know you.
So just one thing to add on the package is we actually do a social media audit every single month. And I think especially at the beginning, it's so important because we really break you down, and you know, we call it our pillars of content. So we'll you know, have you fill out a questionnaire. We'll do an audit of your Facebook page and Instagram page and really like do a deep dive into you. And then we'll break down your pillars and help advise you on different ways to create content. So, you know, for me, like I'm a real estate agent. So there's like new listings, just closed, home tours, buyer tips, mortgage tips, renovation tips, interior design. You know, we have a ton of content that we could help you share. That's the easy part. But then it's like, you know what? I'm into my family. I'm a father. I'm into restaurants. I like to travel. So, you know, we really want this to be like your reality show. And it can't just be all real estate. I think that's obviously the focus, and you know, because we want to get you leads, but you need to be relatable as a person too. So we, you know, do this audit to really, you know, help you create your brand as a real estate agent and as a person.
Mm-hmm. Can you see the presentation right now, guys?
Back to it. I love it. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay. So here, going back to promoting your new listing, from like a basic story and simple post, you can go, of course, above and beyond and create a video with your new listing, and you can hire actors, influencers. We also have influencer marketing as part of our agency. So if you ever want to partner with one of them, we can help you scout them and arrange the collaboration. So here you can see Ryan. He did this amazing video. I'm gonna play it, and Ryan can really.
Wait, just real quick. So the concept is called Comedians and Co-ops. And it's a video series that I just have gone with. I'm probably on my like 6th video right now. And so it's a great way to tell us, you know, with these videos, you always want to tell a story and make it fun and entertaining.
So we're gonna like show you first 30 seconds of it just to give you an idea of like what you can do.
So this is a comedian that I hired too. He's really funny. And then obviously I like to get around the city in a scooter, and that's my partner who's also my cousin. So pretty much.
Just saw your ad in the newspaper. I have an apartment in Soho that I'm looking to sell, and I think you guys are the ones who can get the job done.
Awesome. You came to the right place. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your apartment?
Well, it is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, built-in washer dryer, obviously. 10.5-foot ceilings, custom California closets throughout, newly renovated bathroom with a stall shower, and beautiful, and I mean beautiful natural lighting.
Sounds good. Let's set up a meeting. What's your address?
Okay. I don't kiss on the first date. I like to play hard to get. I want to make you work for it.
What do you mean?
Well, I was supposed to run some errands today, but I'm feeling pretty lazy. So what I've done is I've set up clues at some popular neighborhood hotspots. It's going to lead you to the apartment and yours truly. It is your job to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Do it successfully, and the listing's yours. You have 30 minutes.
All right, we're game. So what's our first clue?
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Apple Store.
So basically they go to like neighborhood spots and just showcase the neighborhood. I'm gonna like fast forward it, but like they do.
No, don't worry. We'll move on past it. We'll send it.
Yeah, we'll send it to you guys, the presentation, if you're very interested to look at it.
That was a really good one, guys. I love that one.
Yeah.
So you know, it's just a fun way to to tell the story. So this one, honestly, the apartment wasn't that great, but it was in the middle of like Soho, one of the top neighborhoods in Manhattan. So I really wanted to showcase all like different hotspots. But that's every apartment, every home has its own story. So I think if you could kind of tell that story in a creative, fun way, and then this is a great tool to get new listings. This is something that I can tell. When I go on a pitch, I say, oh, I can do a listing. I can do a video for you. And then, we also do targeted advertising. So I'm boosting this on like Instagram, on Facebook, on digital marketing, and other sellers see this. So it's like videos like this lead to new business.
I love this one, guys. This was really good.
But yeah, so again, going back to showcasing the listing in different ways, you can see it's really important to showcase your like amenities and all of the special features the listing has. So I think it sometimes deserves a separate post, because whenever you get like a new listing, there's so many photos that one can get, and sometimes it'd be overwhelming. So you can really like spread it out, like your listing in a few different ways. Like you can just do like a post just about kitchen or bedroom. So you can do just a post about the amenities that this beautiful listing has. And here you can see we designed this these visuals for one of our clients as well. So we love fun graphics, and which will like engage our followers. So you can see here it's like a really nice example from our client Jiva and Jane. Actually, they came from LabCoats as well. And these ladies, they're a duo, they love pink, and it's part of their branding. So you can see there's lots of pink happening here. But you can see like the secret real estate recipe, the advertising Americano, and like little things you can do to really sell your listing in a good way. Also, giveaways like work so well to attract your followers or potential buyers to come to the open house. So they did this nice giveaway, and they promoted their open house, and they're gonna have a nice turnout, we hope, in November.
And also, one of my favorite conversations, I'm sure all you realtors can relate, rent versus buy. There's so many different like conversation starters. And so what we do is we'll put graphics together that will entice these conversations. Like the key to marketing on Instagram is creating conversations, through DM, through your comments. And so, just pinpointing the difference between the rent to buy, and then just going back, if you could see like the branding that we did. And that's really important, because if you look at the grid, like if we went back to my post where I did like that 9 post, if you look through my grid, if you look at all the pictures, it like aligns. I have my branding, I have my colors, and it just looks good. So that's what people, they have like 3 seconds when they look to follow you, they look at your grid. And if everything's like aligned and you just look professional, it really makes a big difference. And listen, sellers are looking you up. They're looking your Instagram and your Facebook page. They want to know what you're about. And if you have a professional Instagram page that looks like a website, they're going to be more enticed to list with you.
Sure. So here, this is one of our favorite things to do, is really showcasing the communities that the listing is in. And you can see here we were.
That's beautiful.
Greenwich. So you can see like this is a different client, and he likes his words and he loves them to be clear. So like we can have this white box. And then you can see all of the nice places of interest. And
this is on an Instagram story. So that means like people are going from one story to the next. So it doesn't look as appealing right now, but like on a story, we really put a lot of time and effort in creating these stories, so it just flows. Yeah,
and basically you can see how like the story basically ends with the question. The call to action is king.
All right, I really like this a lot. The question, guys, from the Facebook side from Jenny Gonzalez. Either one of you can take this one. I just hired a social media consultant. What questions should I ask that person?
I think number one question would be, how do they prepare the content calendar? Like, how do they approach strategy when they start creating content for you? Is it just like mindless, oh, let's do a listing today, or let's post a picture of your family? You have to make sure this person prepares strategy before they prepare the calendar for you. Like for instance, we do audits and reports, and we have client questionnaire before we actually begin to draft anything. We really want to make sure the content aligns with your branding, with your schedule, with your sales goals. Also want to make sure that we know your voice, it sounds like you. So I think you really have to make sure this person did the research about you and about your business and has a strategy in place. And I would recommend you to see that strategy in this plan before this person proceeds with the calendar. If we go to technical things, I think, of course, having great graphic design skills, or at least Canva, will be really important. So she can create, or he can create really nice, neat looking pieces. And of course, copywriting, because that's what people read, and that's how you grab attention, and that's how you start a conversation. There are lots of little pieces of the puzzle, but I think really diving into one's brand first would be the most crucial part.
I have a great story to tell, and I'll try to make it really quick. Before Daria and I started to work together, I had another strategist, and she was a big influencer in the makeup and beauty space. And, I learned a lot from her, but when she was, when she was managing my social media, it just didn't seem authentic. It didn't really sound like my voice. And because she didn't know real estate, I think the one thing that we bring to the table is that we really know real estate and we know social media. Because you can't, for an agent to work with somebody like a consultant or an agency, they have to understand the space. You can't go and be a top, agency in fashion or health and wellness, and then jump into the real estate space, because the vocab, the terminology, the way to connect with your clients is just way too different. And I think that's where we thrive, is that we just really understand this space.
So moving on, to another example of the listing. This one is more simple. It's just a really nice apartment. You can see here we did this video where it's really short.
I always really like to be in the videos because I feel like it's a great marketing tool for me. But with this apartment, I was just super busy, and it takes me a lot of time and effort to come up with these concepts. And this was kind of like a basic apartment, but it was classy. And so I wanted to just showcase some of the features. And, I think videos like this, they're a little bit less expensive, and they just they get the job done.
Yeah, and also if you have small budgets, you always take those videos on the iPhone. And right now, Instagram Reels, which is similar to TikTok, are so popular, or IGTVs. And what we do, if you send us this content with the iPhone, unedited, we can put it in a nice, engaging reel for you. So it doesn't have to involve really a professional videographer. So here is another great example of infographics. Ryan, you want to talk about this one?
Yeah. So again, I think it's just providing information that leads the conversations. The middle one's one of my favorites. What people think when buying a home. Look at the house, make an offer, closing day. Yeah, right. I mean, I'm talking to all you agents. I wish it was a 3-step process. There's 100 other things, and you get in loops, and so we kind of try to bring humor into what we do. We have a huge catalog of memes that we use. And again, what this was, we wanted it's all branded. It's branded and it's aligned. And obviously, questions and polls with Instagram stories are the best way to create a dialogue and connect with your customers.
It looks fun and engaging. You can see the first one we asked the question, then the second one is a little quiz. It's different. And then you always have to think outside the box when you promote your listings, because everyone's just doing the same thing by posting the pictures. Let me move on to the next slide. I mean, again, you can see another example of infographics in different style and different branding. kind of like playing games with our followers, make them really engaged, and all the different, like covering different processes of like buying a home, renting a home. And then also like people love polls, people love to express their opinions, and kind of just asking what's their favorite style and like things like that. And I think it's a really fun way to really make one follow your page, because I mean, not all of your followers are going to be your buyers, right? But there could be people who'll be your buyers in the future, and they'll keep an eye on your content, things you do, and they'll see how engaged you are and how attentive you are to your customers, which is huge. So whenever time comes for them to hire a broker or an agent, you will be on their top list.
Whenever you're getting a new client or customer, it's about luck and timing. And I think with us, we're consistent, we provide good content, and if you keep on doing it, like, you're going to get lucky, and you're going to hit that one person when they saw an open house and they're thinking about buying and they want to talk to an agent. Like, that's what this is about. It's about being consistent. So when the timing and luck seem to intertwine, like, you'll be that agent that they're going to DM.
Yeah, and you can see that, like, this is another example of our client. He lives in upstate New York, and he loves minimalistic style. So you can see we did really minimalistic design for him, and also he likes to sound like it's him who's doing it. So like, it's really like casual, kind of DM me, have any questions, peace sign, like, it's more to make it more like, like casual as well. But you can see, like, just showcasing our graphic design abilities here. Everything from pink to really masculine, gray, white, and black, whatever your heart desires, we can do. And also, just a simple post always works when you have stunning images, stunning property, and copy is super, super crucial. We have amazing copywriters on our team who make sure that the captions really showcase the essence of the listing, but also they are not too long and engaging. So you can see, like, a nice example here. And here is also, I think, a really good example of the listing and the copy for it, like how nicely it's broken down, and the use of emojis. Like, when you have a new listing, you have to make it stand out. Like, either use capital letters or use like nice emojis. But we would highly recommend putting like the top information on top, and then kind of go into description of the listing, and then go to like open house, and call to action at the bottom is always a priority. And here you can see just some nice images. Sometimes you never know like what images will be of interest to your followers. So even like a cute image of the door or a little corner, everything works. And again, when you promote your new listing, it doesn't have to be one post, it can be multiple.
We have a question from the audience. They want to know who's doing the dishes.
It's in my house. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. I just thought it was funny.
Ryan, you want to talk about this video? Oh, sorry for that.
Hold on. Ryan. Somehow you got muted. Hold on. I'm trying to unmute you.
Okay. Oh, this is a great video. So I launched 2 similar properties at the same exact time. Both of them had like amazing outdoor space, and in New York City, like, that's a real amenity. Could you hear? Daria, put the sound on.
Oh, sorry.
South and east. You're overlooking unbelievable.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Pretty special, I must say. But does yours have a retractable awning?
Sounds like we both have a winner. But is yours renovated?
Haha, that's funny.
But you see how they're both split, like comparing the both properties.
That's the 9 months ago. What's the rest of your place like?
I have 2 words: sunken living room. 10.5-foot high ceilings, double exposure, centrally located dining room. Oh yeah, and you know what? This apartment has a chef's kitchen. How's your bedroom?
Glad you asked that. The primary bedroom sits right off the terrace. It's got a really great king-size bed. And then you have this really cool secret closet. What else you got?
Nicely renovated bathroom. The bedroom is super spacious, right off the terrace. double exposure, lots of closet space, and it even has room for a home office.
The bathroom's been renovated as well. It's got this beautiful granite stone throughout. I'm actually standing in the soaking tub, funny enough. And then it's got a Toto toilet. So walking out of the bathroom, we have this open concept layout. And I almost forgot to mention to you that there's a second bedroom that can be used as a home office.
Haha, sounds like both of us have unicorns on our hand. But where's yours located?
So we're at the Chelsea Lane. It's 16 West 16th Street. It's right off Fifth Avenue. And we're in the heart of Flatiron.
All right, so who's gonna sell theirs first?
So again, just being really creative with the videos. These videos lead to new business. Whenever I walk into a listing presentation, I let them know about the type of videos that I can do, and the sellers love it. But I'm also I actually picked up 3 buyers by a boosted ad from this because they saw such a creative video and they just appreciated what I was doing. And every single time that I take on a listing, the first thing I think about is who's that buyer. And then I put a digital, when I create the marketing, I always, want to focus and target on that buyer. And I'll always do a boosted or digital marketing ad, to really focus on that buyer. And I think these videos just give me such an edge on connecting, with these buyers. And also, I think this is one thing when you're in a video, people, as soon as they walk in the door, they feel like they know you. There's an instant connection. There's a warm feeling. And I think especially in a post-pandemic sales market, you need the buyers to feel comfortable. And right off the back, they feel they already kind of know me. They'll check out my videos. They'll see my YouTube channel. And it's an instant connection right when they walk in the door.
Do you guys shoot that video for clients too? Shoot videos, or what do you guys do when it comes to video?
Yeah, so before COVID hit, it was a really popular service of ours. So we really helped our clients to come up with these videos, help them with influencers. We have an amazing variety of creatives for different types of videos, everything starting from listings to just something more creative and photographers. So whenever our clients needed to come up with one, we help them with a strategy with a script to create their backed, to find the creatives to post-production, and the end will help them to really package it and promote it in an engaging way on social. So for sure we help you with that. And as I mentioned previously, especially right now, it's hard to really do a full-on production. Even if you want to do a nice video with the iPhone and for us to edit it for you in a really engaging way, we can also do that.
Love it. All right, cool.
Yeah, and then if you look at the slide here, you can see that it's always important to showcase the listings that you've sold. And if you sold that listing, you have to announce it. It just showcases your success. So here you can see a nice graphics we created for our client when she sold her listing.
I love that. Michael Fadif is saying that he just sent in a request in the contact form, but he forgot to write a note in that it was from LCA. So just keep an eye out for Michael Fadif.
For sure.
Okay. Yeah, just to kind of go over, Daria, why don't you go over our offer one more time? I don't know if we actually said what the promotion is that we're doing.
Yeah, so promotion for LabCoatAgents at the moment. So we have, so if you sign up with us this week, you'll have 50% off your onboarding fee, which is $500, and it will be $250 for you. And for the first month, we'll give you a package upgrade. So let's say if you're getting package A for the first month, you'll get the amount of posts for package B. So it's a really good deal, we think. So you can kind of start really strong. As we always advise our clients, when you especially if you're not really present on social media, to get a higher package purely to build up this nice online portfolio, as we call it, and then feel it out if you want to continue this way or downgrade or upgrade. But yes, this is our offer for LabCoatAgents.
And just to kind of talk about the Very Social and its service, I started the business because Daria was my strategist and she was doing my social media, and I sold over $10 million in apartment in three different transactions, and these are all leads that I got through social media. So like that was my aha moment where I'm like, every single agent should be marketing and branding themselves on social media. And, you know, as we just don't have enough time to really do it on our own. So like what we do is we kind of, you know, take that off your plate and we amplify what you're doing. We collaborate with you to help you create content and to just like make it look really good online.
I love it. There's a question from JC Higgs. What's up, JC? Saying, what platforms do you use for editing videos? Any help you can give him?
I mean, when it comes to professional videos, like you just saw Ryan did with the actors and professional videographers, they're using their tools that we're, it's not in-house because they're like our freelancers who work with us. So it could be anything from Photoshop to like any iMovie or you name it, that's their tools. But when we edit for you, like whether it is Reel or TikTok or even like IGTV video, we use everything from VCO to the iMovie to Photoshop. So it's an array of like different apps put together. There's no really one app we use for everything.
That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so here on this the slide is another great example of collaborating with local businesses. So if you have a new listing, showcasing these small businesses which are around the listing and tagging them. This way you can get retagged by them and noticed by them and also get more eyes on your new listing. And it's also really nice to build this relationship with local businesses. If you have open house, it might cater your open house. So it also showcases how beautiful the area around the listing is and just makes it really appealing to people. And when you do these type of posts on stories, for example, or on your in-feed, make sure you tag those businesses, make sure you put the location, hashtags, because you never know, people can find you through these little things. When we see like our reports for our clients and we see like how many people reached to this post, how they discovered this post, these are the people mostly who are not the followers. They just found the piece from hashtag or from geotag. I know sometimes it seems tedious, but it's really important to include those because the more views, the better. Okay, let me turn this one. Yeah, and that's it. That's all our examples that we have for you guys today.
Oh, I love it. All right. So if anybody wants to sign up, remember to add the LabCoatAgents or LCA note in there so that they can give you that 50% off discount. And Ryan, now that you switched over to Compass, what are you most excited about?
You know, well, first off, Compass made Very Social the exclusive agency. So they are going to be marketing Very Social to all their agents. The agents are going to be able to pay for our services through their ad budget, which is huge. They have 18,000 agents and they're expanding all the time. So I think it's a big opportunity for Very Social. You know, they really understand like that branding and marketing on social media is the future, that people are just like with restaurants, you know, they don't really go to websites anymore. They're going their Instagram page. Like that's what buyers and sellers are doing these days. And if you can have, I always say like your Instagram page is like, it's like your website and your newsletter wrapped up in one, because people are looking at it every day and you're providing, you know, quality content and engaging, and you'll be able to speak to people, you know, and just have normal conversations. So, you know, I think it's a really big opportunity. I'm excited about all the tech tools that they have. They have a great search platform. It's called Collections. It's a great way for me to communicate with my buyers back and forth about different listings. Like I'm big on like boxing different listings, you know, like let's say like favorites or trashed, or if they want to see one of them. So it's just a really easy way to communicate. And then everything's all right there. Like the platform is it's one platform. I feel like with my old brokerages, I was like searching on multiple different sites, and it just wasn't as clean and all in one place. So it's exciting. I mean, they're a tech friendly and innovative company. And, you know, it's very rare in this post-pandemic real estate industry to see brokerages that are like thriving and expanding, where, you know, a lot of the brokerages are just like fighting to stay alive right now. Like this is a company that I think that, you know, has really high ambitions. So, and they made me a great offer. I mean, they have a lot of money behind them. SoftBank is a VC investor, and they made me a great offer, and they included Very Social in it. I said it's a package deal, so I'm really excited about it.
I love it, dude. It's a very good company. I love Compass. Even though I'm with KW, I love KW too. I love most brokerages. So
yeah, we listen. We're brokers, but we're also like real estate agents are our clients, so we have to love all of them. But just real quick, I think everybody should really follow me on Instagram to get a feel for like
what's your handle?
Yeah, it's Ryan G Sells NYC, and then you could also follow us at verysocialnyc.com or verysocial at verysocialnyc, and our website's verysocialnyc.com.
I love it. Just put it up there. And obviously we put up the link there. It's the domain name is verysocialnyc.com. Take a look at it. Ryan, thanks for being on, buddy. We lost Daria, but we see you, bud. Appreciate you.
Thanks a lot for having me. See you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.